I just landed here in Skopje, North Macedonia, a country that most people probably haven't heard of and probably couldn't find on a map. But that's part of why I wanted to come here. I love coming to places like this. And for the next couple of days, I'm gonna be exploring the city, trying to meet some people, eat some food, get a feel for what life is actually like here. But before I can do any of that, the very first thing I need to do is figure out how to get to where I'm staying. So I booked an apartment on booking.com. And we need to figure out how to get there. I think we can take the bus, but I'm just gonna double check that. And I think before we can do that, we probably need to go find some cash. And as it happens, there's a bunch of ATMs right here. So if one of them doesn't work, we'll have options. Let's try this one, Sparkassa. All right, let's do some currency conversion here. So if we wanted to get, let's say 100 USD, that would be about 5,400 Macedonian dinars. I feel like 100 USD is probably too much, so let's go for half that. Let's go for like 2,500 dinars. 2,500, we will accept the fee of 350 dinars. So I think that's like a $6 fee. Take the card and take the cash. So there is our first look at the Macedonian dinars. Now I do have to pay for this hotel room in cash, but the guy actually wants euros, and I already happen to have euros from a previous trip, so I don't need to take out so much cash to pay for the room. And also, this room is really cheap. I'm really excited to see if it's as nice as it looks in the pictures, because if it is, then we got a killer deal on this apartment. Okay, so now it's time to figure out how we get the bus. It says airport shuttle bus. I don't know if that's what we're looking for. On Google Maps, it had like a specific name. It said Iraq Transporter. Maybe that is maybe that's it. Airport shuttle bus. Should we try it? Let's try it. Oh, the weather's nice. Super nice. It's like 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Nice and breezy. It feels good, real good. This seems to be the direction that all the people are walking, so we're gonna follow them. I see there's some people walking over there also. But everybody's kind of heading this direction. And I didn't see any other signs that say anything else, so I'm hoping we're heading in the right direction. Wait, suddenly I feel like I walked too far. Did I not go the right direction? All right, I see a bus down there, but that doesn't really look like a normal bus. That looks like a charter bus, but that's the only bus I see. I am not entirely sure if this is the right way. Yeah, I think it says something Tours, Mensur Tours. All right, I'm pretty sure we went the wrong way. Ah, wait, there's a bus over here. Maybe this is it. I am not entirely sure if this is it, but we're gonna ask and find out. Hey, is this the bus to the city or no? 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock? Oh, up there. Thank you. Okay, he said we ought to go this way, but I didn't see a bus stop down there. That's where I just came from. Maybe we need to go back inside and ask one of the airport information people, because I am confused. And like, yes, I definitely could take a taxi, but the bus will be cheaper. And I kind of want the bus experience, but I can only get that experience if I can actually find the bus. It's kind of nice. They have this whole like cafe with outdoor seating here by the pickup and drop off. Oh, maybe this is it here? Did we just walk entirely the wrong direction and it was like right next to us and we just walked the other way? Yep, I'm pretty sure that's exactly what happened because that sign looks like a bus. Yep, here we go, airport shuttle bus. All right, so that guy was right. On Thursdays, the next bus is gonna be 2 o'clock. That's like an hour and a half from now. I don't think we're gonna do that. Sorry? For the city? Yeah. I think 2 o'clock? Yeah, I'm just gonna call car. Yeah, I'm not waiting an hour and a half for the bus. So we will take a taxi. Now, luckily, I did my research before I came, and I know that they use an app called B-Ride here. I do think Uber exists here, but B-Ride is like the preferred platform. It's like the local platform. So we'll try that. Okay, looks like it can get us there in 1 minute for 39 MKD, or we can get a premium car for 45 MKD. So what's the actual difference? 39 would be 72 cents, and 45 would be 83 cents. I think for the extra like 11 cents, I think we'll go for the premium. Wait, how did this become 1100 MKD? I'm very confused. 1100 MKD is $20. Didn't it say like 45? Maybe that was just the surcharge for premium? Whatever, we're just gonna do it. Confirm. Oh my lord, bro. What do you mean payment is not made successfully? My credit card is added and approved. All right, I think we're just gonna go ahead and try and take an airport taxi and hope that it's metered. Always a fun experience when you get to a new country and shit just does not want to work. Taxi? Yeah. It's metered? It's metered or no?
Metered.
The taxis are metered or fixed rate? Oh, it's all fixed here.
25.
Okay, cool. It's going to, here, maybe you know where this is.
Okay, no problem.
That's
Center,
okay? Yeah.
It's fixed price, center.
25 euro?
Yes, center.
Okay, did they take card or no?
No, it's euro.
Did they take credit card?
Euro dinner.
Oh, only cash?
Yes, cash.
Okay.
Center, huh?
Yeah. Do you want the address itself?
Okay, no problem. This is navigation.
Here.
No,
this one? You okay?
Center is 20 kilometers autobahn.
Oh, okay, okay.
What's navigation?
Gotcha, okay.
Bus no.
Yeah, it's too long. Another hour, yeah.
Too much people stay to go to taxi.
Yeah. I tried to even like use the app and the app didn't work, so.
England.
US.
US?
US.
America?
Yeah.
US, very nice.
It's okay. It's okay.
Too much people US.
Yes.
Coming visit.
Yes. You got a lot of Americans?
Yeah. No, visa problem.
No?
My family, America, my family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my first time here.
First time, very nice in Skopje. Skopje, big city. 1 million.
1 million people?
1 million people city.
Wow. I don't think I realized there was that many people. Yeah, I'm excited to eat. He just like went in the back and took something off the roof of the car. I think the taxi's on.
It's good camera.
What?
Camera, very nice.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I make like travel videos.
Yeah. Just look there.
Yeah, the mountains, yeah. Beautiful. And how long to center? Like 25 minutes?
25, 30 minutes. Maybe traffic.
Okay.
No traffic, 25.
Cool. No problem. So you said good food. What food should I make sure I eat?
Old Bazaar, good food. Old Bazaar.
Yeah?
Old city.
Okay, go to the old city?
Good food, it's cheap.
I like it. I like good food and I like cheap.
Center expensive.
Yeah.
Center tourist city.
Okay. What's the like favorite dish?
Pretty much. Ayvar, tavche, gravche, salad, kebab.
Okay.
Kebab is good.
I heard about the kebab is like meat, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kebab.
Definitely be getting some of that.
Yes.
You want me to give you the address?
No, start.
Oh, just okay. Yeah.
Start.
Yep.
Here, Old Bazaar, good food.
Cool.
Two. Very nice. Say 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
From here?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I think it'll be. I'll be able to walk there from my apartment.
Okay, no problem for me, no problem.
I have to drop my stuff at the apartment first, though.
Go to apartment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Preferably, yeah.
No problem. It's okay.
Yeah, this okay.
Okay, thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Okay, 20,500. Okay.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Good holiday.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Bye.
All right. That, my friends, was an experience. Before I keep walking, let me just show you where he actually left us off. For some reason, he really wasn't interested in like where the actual apartment was. He wanted to leave me at the Old Bazaar, which was like 4 blocks that way. And we're still a good like 3 blocks or so from the apartment, which is over there. So we're just gonna walk it. Should be, yeah, 6-minute walk. That's okay. I don't know why he was like so determined not to take me all the way to the apartment. But yeah, he really wanted to end the ride like all the way back there. I'm not entirely sure why. At first I thought he was just saying you should go to the Old Bazaar to eat. And I was like, yes, that's what I'm gonna do. But then he like pulled up to the Old Bazaar and tried to like get me to get out, and I was like, wait, but I need to go to an apartment first and drop all my stuff. So yeah, I'm a little confused. There's a little bit of a language barrier, but he seemed like a nice guy. I don't think he was like trying to like, you know, cheap out or anything, or like, you know, get the full fare without taking me where I needed to go. I think he genuinely thought that like I would want to like just go and eat first before I go to the apartment, and I kept trying to tell him like, no, that's not what I'm trying to do. Anyway, we're here, so I guess we're gonna start our exploration of Skopje a little early because we still have a little bit to walk to get to the apartment. But first impression, friendly people, even if the language barrier I think is a little bit makes things a little bit complicated, as it often does. And then on the map it said this right over here was the Woman Warriors Park, or Warrior Women Park, I can't remember which, but it looked like a big park, really just like kind of right in the center of the city. And coming from Chisinau, Moldova, where they also had like a bunch of parks like right in the middle of the city and like dedicated a lot of space to having that like public use green space, it's nice to see another city that did something similar. I can't tell exactly what kind of area this is because like there's really like nice looking like official buildings and stuff, and like the beautiful park over there, but then there's also like a lot of graffiti and things like that, and these buildings look like they're falling apart. So I'm not entirely sure what kind of area this is. He sent me some instructions. Oh, this is it. Okay. So this, yep, that's the front door. Yeah, I cannot tell what this is going to be like, because the inside of this apartment from the pictures did not look anything like the outside. He said it's on the 6th floor. He said there'd be a lift. This looks super sketchy. I think I'm not going to take that lift. I think I'm going to just do the walk, honestly. Let's check this out. Okay, first thing we have the bathroom, which does have a washer and dryer. Amazing, that was one of the reasons I booked the place. And then a pretty decent sized shower. Nice vanity. And I mean, the shower is not the cleanest. That I think is a bug. There was a dead bug on the floor by the toilet that had just flushed. Couches, a table, a TV. Oh, there's even a fireplace. Another sitting area. Another couch, looks like a bed if you have kids. And then this should be the bedroom. And it is. Pretty basic, but there's an air conditioner, which is good. I'm noticing these, oh, I can't quite tell if they're not exactly clean. It's not ideal, not terrible. And now let's go check out the kitchen properly. Small cooktop, dishwasher, a stove, and then a refrigerator, which is staying cold, but definitely has not been cleaned, so probably not going to use that. And a freezer that's, oh, kind of in a similar condition. I will say, after my Moldovan apartment, this definitely is not as nice, but I also only paid like $30 a night, I think, for this. $35 a night, something like that. So, given that, it's not bad. Honestly, my biggest concern is just that the sheets aren't clean, and I'm hoping that when I pull them back later to get into bed, they're not even dirtier underneath, but not a whole lot I can do about that. All right, we are ready to go and explore this incredible city of Skopje, North Macedonia. So we are actually very nicely located, pretty much right in the center of the city. So the plan is to walk down the road right that way, which has a bunch of like different statues and monuments and things like that. And then eventually that road will take us to the stone bridge and the Old Bazaar. So we're gonna get to see some of the newer Skopje and the older Skopje all in a pretty short time span. Now I actually want to cross the street here so we can actually walk through a little bit of the Women's Warrior Park that we saw before. And one of the things that we're going to notice about this city as we start to walk through it is that we're going to see statues like this one and that one over there and down there and up here. We're going to see these kind of things everywhere. Basically, about 12 years ago, 2014, they had this thing called Skopje 2014 project. And basically it was a government initiative to kind of like revitalize the city center, which is where we are now. And to do that, they built a ton of statues and monuments, basically all these things to kind of help like attract tourists and like show off the history and celebrate the history of the city and the country. So you have all of these things here, and they're all like really densely packed into the center of the city. And it was a pretty big point of contention amongst the residents here. Some people thought it was good, it would increase tourism, it was good to celebrate like the national pride of the national history. But then other people thought it was a giant waste of money, and it was just kind of like a vanity project. It was budgeted for like originally I think 200 million euros, and they ended up spending like 600 million euros. So a lot of the people in the city weren't very happy with how it ended up going. But that's why we're going to see so many monuments on this walk, because they just built tons and tons of monuments and statues to celebrate the city. And this all happened about 12 years ago. And like I was saying before, I love to see when cities prioritize putting like public use spaces and green spaces in the middle of their cities. To me, it just enhances like the life of the population here, and the quality of living, I guess, is the right term for the people that live here, right? It's of course nice for tourists and stuff to walk around and see, but ultimately the city needs to be most enjoyable for the people who live in it, And this is actually one of Europe's most continuously habited areas. So I think it's 2,500 years that this area has been continuously occupied. So there have been a lot of people here throughout history, and there's a lot of people here now, depending on your definition of a lot. There's about 500,000 people in the city itself, and then 700,000 in kind of the greater Skopje metro area. Now the taxi driver before said 1 million, and that didn't sound right to me. I fact checked that, and I was only finding about 500,000 to 700,000 here in the city and the surrounding area. The whole country is about 1.8 million. So to have 1 million just in Skopje would be a lot. And of course, the first thing we end up coming to is the Triumphal Arch. And this is one of those Skopje 2014 additions to the city. It was built in 2012. And it's basically designed to celebrate independence, the independence of North Macedonia. And there's a lot of cities that have arches like this. Obviously the Arc de Triomphe in Paris. There was also one in Chisinau, Moldova, where we just were as well. I think I actually forgot to film it when I walked by it, so I don't think it's in the video, but they do have one. And remember I was saying that the Skopje 2014 project kind of had a lot of detractors in the city because of its cost. Well, this one was one of the main ones that had a lot of detractors specifically, because they spent a whole bunch of money on it, and a lot of people just thought that money could be better spent elsewhere on the residents of the city. That's not for me to decide, but I can say it's gorgeous. It was well done. It looks beautiful, and it kind of opens up this whole pathway here. You can see there's different shops, restaurants, looks like some bars here. This might even be a casino, I'm assuming, from the roulette wheel here. And it looks like just a really nice pedestrian area. You can see they have this blocked off here, so cars can only come up to right here. And then from here on out, it's basically just a pedestrian walkway that leads to one of the most famous statues in all of Skopje, which we can see right up here. This is the Alexander the Great statue. But I mean, come on, look at this whole space here. I mean, this is gorgeous. What a center of the city, you know? Now, I did say this was the Alexander the Great statue, and that is how people actually do refer to it, but it's not technically its name. Technically speaking, it's called Warrior on a Horse, because Greece, the country Greece, objected to calling it the Alexander the Great statue. There's a lot of animosity between North Macedonia and Greece with their shared history and various conflicts, and I don't really understand all of the details, the minutia of it, so I'm not going to try and explain it because I will explain it wrong 100%, but I do know that there was some disagreement over the fact that they wanted to call this the Alexander the Great statue, so they called it Warrior on a Horse, but colloquially everyone just calls it Alexander the Great, and it is massive. Like, I don't think the scale of this thing actually comes across very well on camera, but it is huge. And it's surrounded by all these different things. Restaurants, bars, shopping. Looks like maybe like a clothing store. There's also like business offices up there that are for rent, and that looks like a pretty new construction building, honestly. As I'm walking by the fountain here, I'm just getting like a little bit of like the mist from the water, and it feels so good. I'm actually gonna go get closer because it really does feel quite good in the heat. We could probably just come and walk up these steps. Oh yeah, now we're getting blasted with the mist. Oh. Take my hat off for a second. Let my hair get a little wet, head get a little wet. This feels really good, guys. And just look how big this thing is. Absolutely fucking massive. And it looks like they're doing some construction, maybe some renovation, replacing some of the stones in the middle there. And as we walk away from the Alexander the Great statue, we walk directly onto the stone bridge. So everything behind me, where the statue is, all these buildings here, the new construction, all of that, this is what's considered modern Skopje. So this has all the new stuff that's been built. And then over here, on the other end of the stone bridge, is considered the old city. So there's gonna be a lot more historical buildings and just a lot more like clearly visible history on that side. I'll tell you though, the vibe of this place right now, like just on first impressions, is just really positive. It seems like a very welcoming city. It seems like they're really trying to make you feel welcome if you're not from here. Like I said before, also seems like they're trying to make it really nice and livable for the people that do live here. But there does seem to be some thought put into visitors. Okay, now you can kind of see over there's that boat. I've heard about these, and I'm not exactly sure what the deal with them is. I feel like I heard that they might be like a restaurant or something. There's another one over there too. Somebody said it might be a restaurant, but I saw another video where like it looked abandoned, and there was like a YouTuber who like went in one, and it was like basically just abandoned. So I don't really know. I'm gonna go check that out at some point. Hey, Brandon from the future here. I found some more information on what these boats are that are sitting here in the river. There's a bunch of them throughout the river. They were part of the Skopje 2014 project, but people really didn't like that money was being spent on these. So there's supposed to be like restaurants, bars, hotels. There's one that's operating as a hotel, and apparently there's like one or two others that may or may not be operating as a bar. It's hard to get a clear answer, but a lot of them are just like this and completely abandoned and have like graffiti on them and are falling apart. So that was kind of a failed part of the Skopje 2014 project. Back to the video. So historically speaking, this bridge is basically like the lifeline between the two sides of the river. This was the only way really that you could get across It's built back in the 15th century, I believe. So it's old. It's withstood a lot of things. Earthquakes, wars, fires. It's been very resilient. So it's very cool to be able to walk over it today and kind of experience some of that history myself. And another famous fountain, the Fountain of Olympia. This is like a really popular place for people to like come and take pictures, which really there's only 1 or 2 people doing that right now, plus me. But in general, like in peak tourist times, this is a pretty popular photo spot. And I actually would have imagined this would be a pretty peak tourist time. Like I know for like Greece, this is like peak tourist season, so I would have assumed the same for here. But then again, it is a Thursday afternoon, so maybe over the weekend it'll pick up a little bit. So we're definitely starting to get into more of like the bazaar area. You can see we're starting to see like street vendors and little like souvenir shops. And yes, there's definitely some touristy things here, but also the Old Bazaar, this one is kind of unique because like a lot of bazaars these days have become very touristed, but this one is actually still pretty heavily used by locals. Also, we have like ice cream here. Honestly, it's pretty hot out. I could actually do with maybe just like a little ice cream. That could be fun. Hey, how are you? Could I maybe just do like a small cone wild fruits? Look at that. Interesting. Thank you. How much?
1 euro. 16 dinar, 1 euro.
Thank you, brother. All right, guys. So we just got this wild fruits ice cream. Let's give this a go. That's really nice. It's sweet, but it's not like overly sweet, and it's incredibly refreshing out here in the heat. Wow, that's really good. This is actually exactly what I needed, and I didn't even realize that I needed it. You can already see just how much it's melting just from the direct sunlight hitting it. That's really good. This almost looked like wafers with like caramel and nuts in them, and then it looks like you have other different kinds of nuts, and cookies and things. Wow. I think the ice cream is enough sweets for right now, but I'm sure we'll try some other stuff at another time. And you can see that all these streets are just lined with restaurants and cafes and people just kind of chilling, enjoying the weather. It's really nice. It's a very nice, relaxed vibe, which I love. Oh, and there's a little shop here selling Turkish baklava, which we got to try in Turkey. You can check out my Istanbul videos for that one. We probably will need to find some real food at some point. I don't think ice cream cones are gonna hold me over for dinner. And also, I think I forgot to say it when I actually gave him the money, but that ice cream cone was only $1.10 US. It was 60 Macedonian dinars, so it's like $1.10. When's the last time you found ice cream for $1 in any Western country? I'll wait. Check this out. You could buy like suits and tuxedos right here in the Old Bazaar. You know, nice little tux with the bow tie. Maybe you meet a nice Macedonian girl. You're gonna get married. You buy your suit right there, and then she can buy her shoes right in the next store. Oh, and the next store over from the shoes, you can buy the wedding ring. It's like they have this all planned out. Check out all the gold jewelry. It's just all gold. Every single piece in here is based in gold. And even to this day, this bazaar, like I said, is still used heavily by locals. So there's literally hundreds of shops, all locally owned, and they're still patronized by the locals. So it's not just a tourist thing. There's definitely some touristy aspects to it, of course, but it's definitely still a place where locals can come and get things that they need, and get them at a reasonable price, as we saw with that ice cream. I just realized that this building here is a mosque. I saw it said Islam, and I just Google mapped it, and yeah, it is actually a mosque right here in the middle of the Old Bazaar in Skopje. Here's the front of the mosque. So we kind of open up into this kind of little intersection here where you can see the street just goes on and on and on. Let's walk up that way, actually. I mean, look at all like the dresses and stuff that they have, all very like sparkly, glittery, jeweled. And I'm not gonna film it just out of respect, but on the other side of the street from the dress place is a store that caters exclusively to Muslim women's clothing. It's all like head covered, very modest, but very elegant. I'm not gonna film it because there were like some women walking in as I was just passing it, and don't want to be disrespectful, but you could tell that, you know, there is definitely a population here where that would make sense, especially with the mosque being right down the street. Fam, I read that as Cobra Kebab. I was like, don't tell me that you're putting a snake in a kebab. It's Korba, not Cobra. Oh wow, and they're like making nuts. Looks like roasted peanuts here. Wow. You can actually smell them being roasted. It smells really, really good. If you've never had roasted peanuts before, like freshly roasted, they have like almost like a sweetness to them that you don't get when it's just like a regular peanut that hasn't been roasted. They're really good. I do love roasted peanuts. And then if you want to take it a step further, you get honey roasted peanuts. Those are one of my favorite peanuts ever. My favorite peanuts, though, being candied peanuts, which I don't find very often, but I do love them. Arizona pizza. You know, as somebody who lives in Nevada, right next to Arizona, I am tempted, but no, it's not why we're here. One of the things that I always love about these big markets is that when you have all these different like foods mixed together, you end up just having a place that smells incredible, because each location that you walk through, you smell whatever like the predominant food is mixed with all the other foods that are being made. So everything just smells so good, and it just makes you hungry. Makes you really, really hungry. Oh, looks like there's like a more like covered part here. We could take a walk through here. Oh, we have like sunglasses and purses. One of the things I'm noticing here is that the bazaar kind of seems to be separated a bit by like the kind of stuff that you sell. So like personal items like phone cases, sunglasses, purses, stuff like that. Tends to seem like it's kind of be this part. There's like hats and other like types of bags and stuff over there. The other part that we were just in was a lot more food. I did not know you could drive through here. That seems kind of crazy. Anyway, yeah, everywhere kind of seems to have its own little thing, like its own theme, I guess, of stuff that's being sold in that section. So I'm not going to show them on camera because I don't want this video to get demonetized, but I am seeing a lot of pew-pews. I don't think they're real, but I'm seeing a lot of them. And then I'm seeing a bunch that are like clearly toys, but I'm seeing some that are like very real looking, and not so sure why those are just out and about here. Like even like stereos and razors and things like that. What's going on, man? How are you? There's a whole like section of watches over there that I'm very, very confident are not actually from the brands that they're labeled as. I highly doubt they're selling a Rolex here. And it's pretty clear that this just keeps going on and on and on. I could probably walk for 3 hours and barely see the whole thing. So for me right now, I think I want to start thinking about some food. It is crazy that they're letting people drive down here with how many people are here. I thought this was like a pedestrian only thing. I was just doing some Googling because I was kind of curious, like why we're seeing so many shops kind of cater to like Muslim women, and you have the mosque here right in the center of the bazaar. I was curious if North Macedonia is a predominantly Muslim country. The answer, no, it's not. 60% of the population of North Macedonia identifies as Eastern Orthodox Christian, but 35% identify as Muslim. So they are not the majority, but they are a strongly represented minority. And between those two, Christian and Muslim, that makes up 95% of the population. So those are the two biggest groups by far, which is why they're both catered to pretty heavily. All right, so I made a decision. As much as I'm seeing Turkish food everywhere, and as much as I want it, I am not letting Turkish food be my first meal here in North Macedonia. We are gonna go eat Macedonian food. And thanks to Google Maps, I have found a place that has Macedonian food, except apparently I missed the turn to get there. That's okay. We'll take the scenic route. We're gonna go this way. But we're gonna go find some Macedonian food. We're gonna try a traditional Macedonian dish. Hey, table for one? Here's good? English? English?
German.
German? Deutsch? Ein bisschen.
Ja, okay. Setzen Sie hin und schön, haben wir ein schönes Platz. Atmosphärisch gut.
Too much German. Nicht gut Deutsch. Okay, so this dish here, the beans, is like a really famous Macedonian dish. So I think I have to get that. I just don't know like if all of these are also just as like famous. Although I think because the shish kebab is the thing that my taxi driver was telling me I had to have, and this dish is that served with the famous beans. So I feel like that makes sense to get. We'll get the beans with the shish kebab. Yeah, I think doing the beans with the shish kebab is the move because that combines two dishes that we were supposed to try. So we'll kill two birds with one stone. Could I do the beans?
Shish kebab.
Shish kebab, yeah. And you have Coke Zero?
Pepsi there.
That's fine, yeah. Thank you. Yeah, I've heard that the beans dish is usually served as like a side, but I guess if you put the kebab in it or with it, then it can be a full meal. Also, this has been like a recurring thing in my trip to Europe this time around. Every time I ask for a Coke Zero, they serve Pepsi products, even though on the menu, it literally says Coca-Cola. It doesn't say Pepsi, it says Coca-Cola. It says the brand name, but it seems like everyone around here is on Pepsi now. Weird. Why is Pepsi being forced on me without my consent? Changing positions here. The table next to me is smoking, and the smoke is blowing directly in my face. So just moving to the other side of the table.
Sorry, cigarette?
So it's okay, I can sit here.
Ah,
It's okay. Yeah, good.
That for Instagram or for you?
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I make like travel videos. The food is good? Yeah. I'm excited. I'm hungry.
yeah, where you from?
Like, where do I live? My home? America, US. Yeah. Yeah. You guys are here?
No, Germany.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Very nice.
India is very nice.
Very nice, yeah. I've been to Germany many times.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been to Berlin, Munich, Bremen a couple of times, Hamburg, yeah.
Can speak
All over.
German?
Ein bisschen. Nichts gut, but a little bit. Just a little. How long are you here?
1 week.
Nice.
And you?
Only 3 days.
Ah.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's the name on YouTube?
I can type it if you want.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you.
You don't look like America.
Yeah, you know, everybody says that. Everybody says that. I get like Turkish.
Da.
I get Lebanese.
Christian, Turkish.
Yeah, I get a lot of like that region. Yeah, nobody ever thinks just like straight up, you know, American white boy. They're now going through my my YouTube channel, looking at all my videos.
Mag me deine Hände. Good.
What was your
Thank
name?
you. Miro.
Brandon. Good to meet you, man. Good to meet you. And what was your name?
Lisa.
Brandon. Good to meet you. Oh, amazing. Thank you. Guys, this looks so good. I gotta get the camera in here because you gotta see this bubbling like this. Oh my God, it is perfect. And it comes with this bread. I don't know if this like bread has a special name. If you know, let me know down in the comments. It looks like super like fluffy on the inside, crispy on the outside. You can also hear the call to prayer. This whole thing right now is just an absolute vibe. All right, so I'm just gonna get into this right here, right now. We're gonna try everything all at once. We got the beans, we have the kebab, the shish kebab. Looks like maybe some kind of chicken. We're just gonna try it all at once. Let's get it. That is so good. I'm gonna try just the beans on its own. See what they're like without the chicken. Or I think it's not chicken. I think it's beef. Okay, so these are like white beans as opposed to like black beans or pinto beans. And then I don't know what kind of meat this is. I thought it was chicken at first just because of the color. But I think it's actually maybe like a beef or a lamb or something. I'm not too sure, but it's very, very good. The meat's seasoned really well. I have no complaints about this at all. I'm gonna go ahead and like rip off some of this bread and kind of open it up a little bit. We're just gonna grab some of the beans and some of the meat right all up in there. One big bite. Game over. This is incredible. This was an excellent decision. I have a question for you. What kind of meat is
Beef.
this? That's beef. Okay. I couldn't tell if it was like beef or lamb or no pork. Okay. Beef only. Okay. Beef or chicken. Cool. Thank you. There we go. We have our answer. This is beef. And it's damn good beef too. And the whole thing is really, really hot. Like, even if I just like touch this with my finger, the bowl itself is hot. Like, look at all the steam that comes up as I start working this here. That's what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna mix it all together because the beef was kind of sitting on top of the beans. Now I wanna really make sure I'm getting everything all in one bite, all at one time. Got some of the beef, the beans. What more do we need? And we got the bread here too, nice and crispy and fluffy. Let's get it. And it's so good, the beef is so tender. Really nicely seasoned. It has a very similar kind of seasoning to like a beef dish that you would expect in like Lebanon or Turkey. Very similar kind of seasonings, it makes sense. Damn, that's good. I just want to try like the bread on its own because like, just listen to the crisp. I don't know if you can hear it. Like, it's so crispy on the outside and yet on the inside, it's just pure fluff. I don't know how you accomplish both like that. But if we just dip that in the sauce. All right, I gotta go ahead and give you a final rating on this dish here. The beans are really, really light, which is great. They're not like a lot of times like with pinto beans and black beans, they tend to kind of be like darker in flavor. These are really, really light, and they complement the meat really well. And the meat is just seasoned to perfection, cooked to perfection, super tender, super easy to chew, really, really good beef. And then of course, the bread, crispy on the outside, fluffy on the inside. What more could you want from bread? So this is the tavche gravche with the shish kebab in it. And all in all, I'm giving this a 9 out of 10. What more could you want? I would 100% order this again, no question. And I probably will. Perfect. You could do card? Cash only?
Only cash, yes.
Gotcha. So I'm noticing a trend here. Seems like cards are not as much accepted as they are in the other countries I've been going to. So now I'm extra glad that we took out cash. So this whole thing with the beans, the meat, the bread, and my Pepsi Zero came to 530 Macedonian dinar. That was just under $10. That is crazy for a lunch, a drink, in a really nice atmosphere, good service, friendly people, $9.80 or whatever for that. Come on, easy choice. Actually, this is a good opportunity to take a look at some of the smaller denominations than we've seen so far. So here's what the 100 looked like. We saw these when I got the change for the ice cream. But then we also have the 50 front and back. We have the 10 here, front and back. Very pretty money. The colors are kind of like muted. It's not like the most bold colors ever, like you see on a lot of like the modern Euros and stuff, but it's very pretty money. My friend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Have a good one. Oh, guys, that was a good meal. Very, very, very good meal. Very happy. I'll go ahead and put the name of the restaurant on the screen, so that way if you guys find yourselves here in Skopje, you can check that out because food was really good. It was very reasonably priced, friendly owner, friendly waiter. Yeah, highly recommend. And I think that's pretty much gonna wrap up my Skopje first impressions video. I've walked around both the new city and the old city. We've gotten some food, we've tried some ice cream, we've met some people. Everybody has been super friendly, very, very helpful. And it's just been great. It's been a wonderful afternoon walking around here. So I guess the question is, should more people be coming here, right? Why is this city so overlooked? I'm sure there is, more to discover below the surface, and I'm gonna do that over the next couple of days, of course, but just going off first impressions, I would say yes, absolutely, this city is incredibly underrated and more people should be coming here. So with that said, we're pretty much gonna wrap up the video here. If you like this kind of content, make sure that you give the video a like and then drop a comment down below what your favorite part of it was and where you want to see me next. I'm always looking at your suggestions and requests as I'm planning my next trips. Make sure you also subscribe to the channel, turn those notifications on so you get notified as soon as I post the next video. I'm posting them every week as I have been for the last few weeks, and I still got a few more to go. So, once again, thank you for watching. Share this video with a friend if you liked it, and I will see you on the next one.